Hello students, welcome to political science class. We were doing chapter 3 equality, in which we have covered that why does equality matters to us, paradoxical situation of equality, meaning of equality and equality of opportunities. Now in this video we are going to cover natural and socially produced inequalities and three dimensions of equality. Now, natural and social inequalities. Political theory has distinguished between these two terms. Natural inequalities are based on birth, like different people have different capabilities, skills, talent, etc. So that's why it is called natural. And socially produced inequalities are inequalities created by society, like discrimination of one social group or inequality of opportunity or exploitation of one group by the another in the society. So that's why it is called socially produced inequalities. Another feature of natural inequality is that it cannot be altered because it is based on birth. Birth based capabilities and abilities cannot be changed. On the other hand, socially produced inequalities are created by society, like in some societies, people who do intellectual work are valued more as compared to those who do the manual work. Or another example, that in some societies, people treat differently the people belonging to different race, color, caste, gender, etc. So this kind of discrimination is sometimes considered unjust. Now we have seen that there are two kinds of inequalities, natural and socially created. Now main question is that what kind of inequality is unacceptable and what kind of inequality is acceptable to us. So to understand this concept, we have taken the example of women, which is the concept of natural inequality. We know that physical strength of women is less as compared to male and it cannot be altered also. और किसी भी सोसाइटी में जब एक इनइक्वालिटी के बेस पे ट्रीटमेंट बहुत लंबे टाइम तक चलता रहे तो वो जस्टिफाइबल मान लिया जाता है. ऐसे ही बहुत लंबे समय तक सोसाइटी में वुमेन को वीकर सेक्स मानते हुए उसको इक्वल राइट नहीं दिए गए, लेकिन वुमेन ने इस इनइक्वालिटी को एक्सेप्ट कर लिया क्योंकि ये ट्रीटमेंट उनके साथ बहुत ही लंबे टाइम से हो रहा था. नाउ द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ब्लैक पीपल and treatment with the black people in Africa, which is the socially produced inequality, because colonial masters in Africa considered black people as lesser intelligent, childlike, better at manual work. So this kind of treatment was done with them for a long period of time in order to justify the institution like slavery. Now there is another feature in natural inequalities when natural inequalities are alterable. Earlier we have done that physical capabilities or physical strength cannot be changed, but due to the advancement in medical science or technology helped many disabled people to function effectively in the society. For example, people can even change their looks with cosmetic surgery, or artificial limbs can help in physical disability. We can take here the example of Stephen Hawking, who can hardly move and speak, but now he is very famous scientist. So under this condition it would be very unjust to disabled people if we are denying them necessary help to function well or to function effectively in the society. So giving them fair reward on the grounds that they are naturally less capable is very important. Now the concept of inequality was very complex, but the main motive is to minimize or eliminate the social difference or the social inequality based on birth. Now next topic is three dimensions of equality. So first dimension is political equality. Political equality means granting equal citizenship to all the members of the country. Political equality means giving political rights to the citizens. और नॉर्मली हमारे तीन पॉलिटिकल राइट्स हैं, राइट टू वोट, राइट टू कम्पीट इन द इलेक्शंस एंड राइट टू होल्ड द पॉलिटिकल ऑफिस. सो इक्वल सिटीजनशिप स्टार्ट्स विद राइट टू वोट, फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन, मूवमेंट, एसोसिएशन एंड फ्रीडम ऑफ बिलीफ. and all these political rights are guaranteed by the constitution in our country. But still there are so many inequalities exist due to the difference in the resources available. So still there is a demand for equal opportunity, for a level playing field, so that all could have the legal and political equality. Now, social equality. Political equality should be supplemented by equality of opportunity. If in the society all the members of the social groups are having equal opportunity, then we can say that there is a social equality in the country. So, people belonging to different social groups must have the equal chance to compete for those goods and opportunity, and there should be a minimum condition of life to all the members of society, like all should be given adequate healthcare facilities, adequate education, nourishment, minimum wages, and all should compete on equal terms. But in India, there are unequal opportunities not due to the lack of facilities but due to the custom prevailing in different parts of the country. Still, women is not enjoying the equal rights of inheritance in our country, and still there are so many social groups who earlier were belonging to lower caste are facing the social prohibition regarding taking part in certain kinds of activities. Now, third dimension of equality is economic equality. So there should be a economic equality, means there should not be any difference in wealth, property or income between the individuals of the country. So in our country there is a huge difference between the richest and the poorest group, or in other words we can say the people who are living below poverty line and those who are having more wealth or income. Now, this is the task or the objective of almost every democracy, to make equal opportunity available to the people, at least to those who have talent and determination to change their conditions. So, in the end, we can say after reading about inequalities which are entrenched means which beliefs are fixed and unlikely to change, and these beliefs which are untouched over generations are very dangerous for the society, क्योंकि इनइक्वालिटीज़ की लोगों को हैबिट हो चुकी है। जो रिच हैं उनको रिच होने की हैबिट हो चुकी है और जो पुअर है उनको पुअर होने की हैबिट हो चुकी है, जिसकी वजह से सोसाइटी में बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिसबैलेंस है। सो इट इज़ इंक्रीजिंग द सोशल गैप बिटवीन द रिच एंड पुअर, and those classes who are enjoying the wealth and power, they don't want to share their power, and those who remained poor over generations, this class difference give rise to resentment and violence. So this kind of disbalance is very unfair and very dangerous for the society. So it is very important for the society to be egalitarian. So this is enough for today. In the next video we will read more about this chapter. Thank you.